Hi, everybody. Welcome to Summer Circle Time. This week, we're going to be talking about space. And today's letter of the day is the letter R. R is for rocket. So let's decorate the letter R in a fun way. When you decorate the letter, it helps you to remember what it looks like. So that helps with letter recognition. Do you know what this is? That's a toilet paper roll. We're going to use this toilet paper roll to decorate our letter R today. So I have dipped it into some paint, and now I'm just going to stamp right onto the letter R. These are going to be planets or maybe even the moon. So that's pretty fun. Once you get all those circles stamped onto your letter R, you can take a marker if you like, and you can make some little circles onto each of those bigger circles, and you can make them look like the moon. You can color them in to look like planets or the sun. So have fun today decorating letter R with a toilet roll. Now that we know what letter R looks like, let's talk about what letter R sounds like, okay? Letter R sounds like this. You have to take your top teeth, put them on your bottom lip, and then just kind of hum through. Can you try? Letter R says, normally we have a hand motion for every one of the letters, and our hand motion for R is usually like this, like a motorcycle. But today we're not going to be riding in a motorcycle. We're going to be riding in a rocket. So let's head outside and let's get on our rocket and let's see if we can try to make that letter R sound together. We're outside, we're on the launch pad, we're ready to get into this rocket and blast off. Before we do though, let's do a countdown. Are you ready? Let's fire up our engines. Can you tell me what letter R says? Letter R says, let's get the engines fired up. Now let's do a countdown. Will you help me count backwards from 10? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What does letter R say? Let's blast off. You can lean back if you'd like to. Look at our rocket go. It's going way up, up, up into the sky. What does letter R say? Like a rocket going up. Whoa, we made it. We're up in the sky. We're so high. It's kind of cool up here. There's no gravity. We can float around. I see the planet Earth way down there is where we have our class. It's pretty cool up here, isn't it? So I see stars. I even see the sun peeking over the Earth. It's really beautiful. God created all of this, the earth, the planets, the stars. It was all created by God. I love looking at God's beautiful creation, but you know what? I kind of want to go back home. So let's blast off and let's head back down to earth. Will you help me count down? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What does letter R say? Let's get in the rocket and blast off back home. Oh, we're back home. There is no place like home, right? I think Fred missed us. Fred, we're back. That was fun, everyone. What does letter R say? Letter R says as in rocket ship. And what a fun ride we had. So we know what letter R looks like. We know what it sounds like. So let's write the letter R for our letter time today. So to make the uppercase letter R, you're going to write a number 1. And then you're going to blow a bubble just like this. And then you're going to slide down. If you don't have paper, you can just skywrite like this. 1, bubble, and a slide. That's the uppercase letter R. Now I'm going to show you the lowercase r. You're going to make a little number 1. You're going to come back up and over, kind of like a rainbow. I'll make some more lines so you can see. See, little r kind of looks like a rainbow. Okay, so I'm going to show you that again. So make a little number 1, up and over. Reminds me of the story of Noah in the Bible. Remember when God sent the rainbow? That was pretty cool. The rainbow came after the rain, and both of those words start with letter R. Okay, so now we know how to write the letter R. We know what it sounds like. And so let's move on to some practice during our language portion. So I have a game I want us to play. There are some rocket ships, and behind 2 of them, there are 2 astronauts hiding. So we're going to try to find those astronauts, okay? Okay, so I am going to call out a letter. I want you to point to the letter on the screen, see if you can find it, and then we're going to let that rocket blast off and see if we can find where the astronauts are hiding, okay? So can you see the letter T? Find the letter T. Let's let that letter blast off. Blast off. Oh, no astronaut was behind the letter T. Let's try another letter. Can you find the letter R? That's our letter for today. R, like a rocket. Did you find R? Okay, let's let it blast off. There was one of the astronauts. It was hiding behind the R. Good job. Can you find the letter W? Where's W? There's W. Let's let it blast off, but no astronaut. Can you find the letter E? Where's letter E? There it is. Let's let E blast off. Was there an astronaut? Nope, no astronaut hiding behind the E. Can you find the letter V? V is for one of the planets, Venus. There's letter V all the way on the bottom. Let's let letter V blast off. No astronaut. Let's try the letter K. Can you find letter K? There's letter K at the bottom. Blast off letter K, rocket. No astronaut. Let's keep looking. Can you find the letter M? M is for Mercury, another planet. There's the letter M. Blast off. No astronaut hiding. This time, let's look for the letter D. Can you find letter D? Blast off letter D, rocket. There's the other astronaut. Oh, you did a good job. You're really good at remembering what the letters look like. That was great letter recognition. For math time today, we're going to be tracing some numbers. So you can trace right on the screen if you'd like to, as I trace on top of each of these numbers. We're going to count as we go. This is number 1. Put your finger and trace right on the screen. 2. Let's trace number 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good job. Now we're going to count backwards, okay? As we count, I'm going to add some fire under each of the rockets. Let's start with 10. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. blast off. You did a great job counting forward and backward in math today. It's time for music and movement. You've been working so hard. Today in the song, it's called Countdown Song. We're going to be astronauts. You're going to put on your space helmet. So can you do that? Put on your space helmet. You're going to put on your boots. So lean down and put on your space boots. 1, 2 space boots. You're going to put on your space gloves. Can you try? The other glove. Then you're going to put on your space belt. Click. Can you try that? Click. Next, you're going to eat some ice cream. Ice cream in space looks a little bit different. It's kind of like toothpaste in a tube. You have to squeeze. And then finally, you're going to take one big step, get on the elevator and go up. And then we're going to count forward and we're going to count backwards and then blast off. Are you ready, everyone? This is not my song, so we're not going to listen to the whole thing, but I will put the link below so you can hear the whole thing later. Okay, so here we go. Countdown song. Get ready to put your helmet on. Here we go.
Countdown to blast off. Countdown to blast off. Mission control to astronauts. Space travel check. Astronauts ready? Check. 1. Space helmets on.
Put your helmet on.
2. Space boots on.
Space boots on.
3. Safety gloves on.
Put your gloves on.
4. Space belts locked. Click.
Lock your belt.
Click. 5. Space ice cream taste. Chocolate.
Okay, I'm going to stop right there. You did a good job putting all your gear. So I'll put the link below so you can continue that song and you can blast off into outer space for music and movement today. It's time now for some art. So we're going to make a recycled rocket. So we'll head over to the art table, everyone. Here we are at the art table and we're making a recycled rocket. I'm using an empty bottle that I washed out, and this used to be a ketchup bottle, but any kind of bottle will work, even a water bottle. So I opened up my bottle, and I've already been working on this. I poured in some white paint. You can choose any color that you'd like. I put the top back on. And then I shook it around really well. This is a great project for little learners because the paint's on the inside so it doesn't get all over your hands, as long as you keep the top really tight. Once you have all the paint moved all around inside of the bottle, then you're going to add some other things to embellish your rocket ship. I have the top to some milk jugs and water bottles. I'll add those onto the front with some glue. I also cut off some things out of cardboard that I'll add to the sides with some tape or glue. And then it's just a matter of looking around and finding things that might enhance your rocket ship. I'm using these empty coffee pods. They will make really great rocket boosters. So there you have it. That was our art project for today, a recycled rocket. Now let's read a story together. Our story today is called Edward Built a Rocket Ship. It's by Michael Rack. Edward looked into the sky and said, I think I might shoot across the galaxy at 10 o'clock tonight. I'll do a dance on Venus and have a snack on Mars. I'll read a book on Saturn by the light of all the stars. The more he looked, the more he thought about his master plan. I need to get myself up there as quickly as I can. So Edward built a rocket ship designed to fly so far. He built it from some odds and ends and bits from Daddy's car. He put things here, he put things there, and added loads of stuff. He even packed his teddy bear in case it got too rough. His mother kissed him on the nose and handed him a snack. Say hello to Mercury, but don't be too late getting back. He climbed into his rocket ship and shouted, "Goodbye, Mom," then closed the door and threw the switch and counted 3, 2, 1. He closed his eyes and held on tight. The engines went kaboom! Then there he was in deep blue space, heading for the moon. Suddenly he heard a bang. The rocket's lost all power. He looked outside and thought, "Oh no, I'm in a meteor shower." A rock had hit his ship quite hard and left a nasty crack. Edward told his teddy bear, "We might not make it back." Then Edward heard another noise, a giant UFO. But when he looked, an alien waved and offered him a tow. They took him for some quick repairs and fixed his broken ship. Then off he went to Jupiter, continuing his trip. He drove around the universe and chased an asteroid. Saturn, Neptune, Uranus were planets he enjoyed. He waved at passing astronauts and steered past satellites. He headed for the Milky Way to look at all the sights. By now his fuel was getting low. He saw the Earth's blue sea. He turned around his ship and said, "Now that's the place for me." So he and Teddy dropped to Earth, strapped tight into their seats. He pulled a cord that launched a chute he'd made from Mommy's sheets. He floated down through fluffy clouds and rode in on the breeze. Then finally he saw his house and landed in the trees. He ran into his mother's arms and said, "I've touched the sky. I've made 1,000,000,000 stars, my friend. And guess what? Mercury says hi." The end. I hope you had fun today learning about space and rockets and letter R. You did a great job counting forward and backward, and maybe you'll get a chance to make a recycle rocket for art today. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.